Hi Aquarius, this is going to be a love reading for May 2019, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs for Aquarius. I just want to say a huge thank you for 10,000 subscribers. It's really cool to see, and of course all the incredible messages, and it's just been so amazing, as well as just being able to read for so many of you. And I've been doing this, obviously I've been reading since last year on YouTube, and I've been doing so many private readings as well, and it's amazing that when people come back and they say that actually happened and this is my path now and I'm so much happier within my path. It's amazing, and I just really enjoy sharing my gift with you, and so this is something really exciting. So yeah, thank you all very much for all of the lovely support, for sure. So let's get started. This is going to be for Aquarius. I just want to mention actually very quickly, if you'd like to win a private reading, information is going to be in the description box of my video, as well as paid private reading information and my bracelets, which are on Etsy. So let's get started straight away. First card is a death. This is a huge emotional transformation that I'm seeing. Whew. This is a big card to come out straight away. So this is Scorpio, ruled by Scorpio. The death card is about death and rebirth. It's not necessarily just about death as in like physical death, but it's also about, you know, someone going through a huge change and rejuvenation. It's about a rebirth in sense, and it's also about when people go through emotional transformations, they come out the other end and they feel like they're a new person. So that's that kind of feeling that I'm getting. There's this rejuvenation, it's a rebirth, it's an emotional transformation, and it's huge because the person comes out of it and they think, wow, I've learned so much, I've grown, I've matured, I feel a completely different way, but in a good way. So we also have another huge major arcana. So we've got Justice. Justice is ruled by Libra. It's about cutting out people, places and things, especially with that sword. It's about, you know, people, places and things that don't suit you, I should clarify, and that don't serve you any good. It's about a resolution. It's also about the scale there as well. It's about creating balance and harmony. So someone here is going through a huge transformation. They're trying to let go of the old. They're trying to get rid of things that just didn't serve them in the past. You know, whether that's fake friends, or if that's toxic people in the family, whether that's a career that just didn't suit them very well, or potentially a relationship. And I'm specifically seeing here in this situation that a lot of them, a lot of who you're dealing with, they are cutting out a karmic relationship. So karmic relationship is something that's brought in for the purpose of teaching you a lesson, and this lesson is something that they will take forward, and they know not to repeat those mistakes again. So that's karmic. It's karma. It's karma essentially bringing in a relationship for them that is supposed to teach them a lesson, but it's not something that's supposed to be long lasting. So I see that first of all with this Libra, this Justice card, but I also see it with the Three of Cups. The 3 is also a karmic number. It's about you know, options and different people, but it's also about a cycle. It's about karma and a karmic relationship that they have had to go through. So this karmic relationship has definitely taken a toll on them. They have had to go through some form of a huge emotional transformation. It could also be that this person did not treat them very well and they realized that. So the person I feel like you're dealing with in terms of love, it's a complicated situation with them because they have gone through a karmic cycle where they've had to deal with someone, and they've had to learn a lot of lessons through that whole situation. 2 of Pentacles, dealing with emotions, dealing with a lot of things. So for some of them, they could have been dealing with multiple things, whether that's toxic, you know, relationships in terms of family, friends, love, but also in terms of career. So there's definitely a lot of juggling that's happening, and I'm seeing that this death energy that we're seeing here is really going to help them come out of this. So in terms of what we can expect for you and them, I do feel like they have a lot of learning to do in this whole situation, this karmic cycle that they're currently in. And then once they get out of that is when they're really going to awaken to the idea of you. They're going to really understand that you probably were the one all along, because we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about understanding that you were the one that was always loyal and very stable. And it's Earth energy, so it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And it's also about being quite humble, very mature, very grown, and it's something that they are going to awaken to, because they will be at that same frequency, at that same level, where they will also be very mature and very grown, because they will have learnt those lessons, they will have understood those lessons. So we have the Nine of Swords here, which can be, you know, before them doing all of this emotional transformation. It's about them not feeling so great about themselves, not being able to understand what's going on. It's this very heavy energy of not being able to sleep. It's a very dark energy as well, depressing energy, and this is really going to push them to that transformation, because they don't want to keep feeling like this. So we just got two cards that flipped. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So I'm seeing that this energy here, before they do their transformation, it's very, very deep, it's very, very dark. It's going to force them to work on themselves. Eight of Pentacles is about working on something, so this is themselves. This energy is going to force them to work on themselves. Three, again, is a karmic number. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak. So it's almost like the situation they were in with someone else here made them feel heartbroken or betrayed in some sense. And so what this really, you know, this heartbreak, this heavy energy, you know, why me, that karmic lesson, which has been brought in by the universe, I guess, essentially is going to lead them to really work on themselves and get rid of this toxic energy. It's going to lead to this transformation. Great. So again, this is about growth, working on yourself. So we go from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. So this, I always say there's no accidents in tarot. It's all supposed to come out the way it does, because this is growth. We go from the 9 to a 10. The 10 is all about completion. You cannot get more hurt than this. It's also about closing out a cycle and starting a new one. So that's what happens with this whole emotional transformation. It starts a new cycle. Those lessons will be learnt, and that heartbreak will be put to rest, because we see how hurt the person is here as well as here. So Five of Cups is about them always focusing on the negatives, not the positives. This is about self-pity, wallowing, sadness, also grief. But fives in tarot are all about change. So this situation is going to be changed. The situation is going to have a natural change to it, and they are eventually going to turn things around. They're going to be much more stable, much more happy, and they're going to realize who was always there for them when they were doing their own thing. So Knight of Swords is when they realize, they come forward. They come very, very quickly, and my computer has completely frozen, which is wonderful. So I'm just going to do a voiceover actually. So we have the Knight of Swords, and this is essentially about them coming very, very quickly. And then the last card, which you'll see in the thumbnail of this video, so you can check out the thumbnail, is in fact the Page of Pentacles. So this is about them coming forward. I'm not going to redo the video just because we're so close to the end of the spread, so you can check out the thumbnail for the last card. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is about them coming forward, having an offering towards you, understanding and realizing your value, understanding that they want to communicate with you, that they feel like you were the one for them all along, and that they just want to take things forward with you. They've learnt their lessons, they feel much better in that sense. So yes, that's with the Knight of Swords, all of that communication coming through very, very quickly after the transformation. And the Page of Pentacles, this is not you know, this is not something light. They really realize their mistakes, and the Page, you know, the Page is, yes, this light energy, but also the Pentacle is about an energy which is much more stable and secure, because it is a pentacle. So essentially they are going to be coming back around after a huge transformation, after a karmic cycle that they have gone through. So Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment down below if this resonated with you. Don't forget to check out the description box below, and I'll see you all very, very soon. I'm so sorry that it froze. It shouldn't have done this. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, night, wherever you are, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!